Hey, welcome to the magic of South Carolina with Eddie Mitchell. I'm your host, and I'll be with you quite often. So I hope that you tune in, hear what I've got to say, and of course, there's three sides to what I'm doing. One of the books, um, and we've got two of those out at the moment, and there's a bunch of them coming out. So bear with me, and we'll tell you as they get published. And I'm so excited about all this. There's a whole load of good things in these books: bike racing and mountains and rivers and all sorts of good things. And all of them, nearly all of them, are based in South Carolina, which is, as you've heard often, one of my favorite places on this earth. I've been lucky. I've been very lucky. I've traveled all over the world, and the fact that I've settled here, I've been here 7 years, uh, and I just love it. I just love it. It's a great place. People are moving here in the droves. I know I'm in Goose Creek, and that population has escalated alarmingly. So, and the things that go on here in South Carolina, there's so much for everyone. It always amazes me. I hear on TV every day that there's a fete going on, or there's a fair going on, or there's something. And I can't wait to get out to see some of these things. They're fantastic. And the people that are arranging these events, I take my hat off to. It takes a lot to put on an event. And they range from everything to running races uh, to just fairs and candy floss and all the good stuff that goes with it. And so I hope you get a chance um, this time of the year. We're in the fall now. I hope you get a chance to get out and enjoy some of these things. Um, enjoy the pumpkins and the Halloween and all the good things that go with it. Um, I've always enjoyed this time of the year. I've enjoyed every time of the year, to be honest with you. And of course, we've got Christmas coming up, and good old Christmas will be here very soon, and we'll bring you some special things for Christmas, and things that you can buy, the presents that the books that we've got on sale. The other thing is that I'm looking at. As you know, I'm looking at a lot of stuff, but merchandise. Um, People love the special merchandise that I've produced over the years, and now I'm going to start a new thing with merchandise. People can buy T-shirts and hats and mementos from all over the place in this state, and enjoy them. Enjoy South Carolina. It has so much to offer. And I know there's someone out there saying, "Ugh, I don't know. I don't like the politics, or I don't like this." Well, hey, grow up. Start to enjoy it. There is plenty to enjoy. Don't have to listen to the politicians. I don't. They're a waste of time, most of them. There are a few that are good and they're friends of mine, but get away from that. Get away from the negativity um, of that these things. Get positive stuff in your life. I keep on about that because that's the way to live. Being negative all the time gets you nowhere. Believe me. We all have our periods of time where we're negative for whatever reason. Maybe someone has died. Maybe you've lost some money. Maybe, well, I don't know, whatever it is. But please be positive. Be enjoy life. That's what I'm preaching for what it's worth. Enjoy life and enjoy life, particularly in South Carolina. Now, there are a lot of places around the world that I've been that I enjoyed, tremendous number of them. And I just hope that if you get a chance to get to some of these places, particularly England and Britain, I just cannot say enough about it. And then someone's going to say, well, why are you here? Because I think it gave better opportunities. Now, I'm not saying now as such because things have changed over the 43 years I've been here a lot. The politics, for example, are not good by a long way. But I can't do anything about that. I don't get a vote, believe it or not. I'm not a citizen. Um, so I don't get a vote, but I can still feel the way I do. And I feel that I want to try and help people. I want to get across that, hey, I'm British and I'm proud of being British, but I'm also very American. I love America. I love what it stands for and what it has been through. The whole phase of things that you've been through here in this country. And I'm proud to be here and stand with you. You know, the veterans, you hear me every week say about the veterans. I can't say enough about them. They're good, good people. And hey, they've got my support as much as I can give them. So these are all the good things about the, America. A lot of good things. And so when you get up in the morning, think positive. Think, hey, what can I do today to make my life better and someone else's? Get out there and do something, whatever it is. I don't care how simple it is. It can be very, very simple. Just saying, hey, good morning to someone. And maybe they haven't spoken to anyone for a few days. Just that one thing. No one's going to start a band up and play some grand music. But how nice it is to say that to someone. Hey, good morning. How are you doing? Oh, not too bad, thank you. Thank you for asking. That's what it's about. Being nice to people. I can't understand why people are ugly all the time. I know, you know, I I have some people I don't like, very few, but I've cut them out of my life. And that's probably the best thing to do. If you cut them out of your life, just carry on your own way. You don't have to deal with that garbage. And it is garbage. So think about it. Think about who you can help, what you can do, and do it. Do it. Don't just sit there and say, "Oh, I like what he's saying, but I don't know about me doing anything." Hey, get up off your rear and do something. And hey, you'll feel so much better. So much better for it. All right, I'm going too serious now. um, let me just talk about the Special Ones Club. Um, I've mentioned that several times over the last few broadcasts. Um, the Special Ones is a club for mentally and physically handicapped, and it's also a club for veterans. Any of these people can become a member. Doesn't cost them anything, nothing. And if they become a member, they get a member card and they get the opportunity to go to different events. And most of them are sporting events, um, because that's the way I am. But if I can take 20 people a year to different events, then hey, I've done good. So really look at what you can do and what you'd like to do, um, and help the special ones. If you would like to make a donation, you're very welcome. LondonMan11 at AOL.com. Um, and I can assure you, every single penny will go to help these people. Whether it's buying them refreshments at the sporting events or whatever, getting them a program, whatever it takes. If anyone makes a donation, just put down that it's for the special ones, then I'll be delighted to pass it on. I'm not in this to make money. I'm really not. Um, I've made enough money in my time. Not that I'm a rich man now, because I'm not, but um, I don't need the money. I just need to live, and the people around me are just great and help me. Um, I mentioned the last time we were on about my, I don't know what I call him, production manager or producer, or Lewis. And Lewis is just a great guy. And if anyone wants any videos made or done, let me know, because Lewis is the man to do it. And also my partner, Miss Michael Ballard. Miss Michael is unbelievable, and just a great, great, great person. And I don't know how I'd be without her. I wouldn't be anything. So, I thank the Lord every day that she's with me. And of course, I thank for Pucko, my cat, our cat. He's a character. He's getting on up there now. I think he's 18, um, which is up near, it puts him in the 80s, I think. So, um, Pucko is a great guy and a lovely friend and looks after me unbelievably. And I know a lot of people saying, well, how can he do that? Well, he does. He keeps an eye on me if I'm not good for whatever reason. He spends time with me. It's just a character. And we all should have that in our lives, an animal, that a dog or cat or rabbit or bird that we can enjoy. And I love that. I really do. So let's just thank the Lord for what we have and what we can give. And please, please, please do your little bit for someone. Do get out there and do something. And let me know. Let me know what you've done. Don't keep it to yourself. I want to hear it. I want to hear your thoughts and whatever you feel. All right, we'll move on. um, I've been very serious today, haven't I? Going back to the special ones, uh, my plan is to take them to the Stingrays, the hockey, the soccer, um, and baseball, uh, and whatever else I can arrange. So let me know if you have people who would like to go to these events, and if you can get them there, that's all I ask. Take them back, then I'll be more than happy to arrange for you to have the tickets and have refreshments, and in some cases, I can arrange for you to meet the players, and so forth. So, um, no promises, but be pleased to try and do that for you. All right, going back to the books. Um, I mentioned last time out that um, we're going to publish them ourselves. Um, I've not had any success with the publisher we've had, um, and this unfortunate. But I want to try and get these books out and get the information to you. And there's all sorts of things that I'm working on. The Olympic Games from '48 to current, um, that the bike racing, rivers and islands, and just so many things. I'm working on another one on that islands where I have a bus, a large bus, and that takes me around the island. They're about 40-ish, 41 or something in South Carolina. So a lot of places to go, a lot of things to do, and I welcome you. You join me. I mentioned some other things, places that I think are great, um, and if you go there to any of these places, I promise you, you'll enjoy yourself. They're first class. Everyone is very, very acceptable to people visiting. Everyone. That's one of the reasons I work with people. I want to see positive results. I want to see people go out and enjoy themselves, not be in misery or anything. Enjoy yourself doing something. And whether it's sports or art or whatever you're doing, history. I mean, I love history, as you know, and I can't get enough of it. And the past here in South Carolina is very, very prevalent. It has this huge amount of history here, from the slaves to the wars to everything. There's just so much history, and people don't even know it. Don't even take the time. Take the time and contact your tourist board and ask them if they've got something on whatever it is you're interested in, and they'll send you stuff. There are so many leaflets and stuff on all these things. I was going through a box that I have here. I've got a couple of boxes packed with literature on different things here, and I'm going to pull some of those next time and go through them with you, so that you get a chance of what's here. I mean, one of the first things I went to see was the great oak tree. I found this fascinating. I can't remember the age of the tree, but it's fantastic. It really, it really is. Excuse me. It really is fantastic, and there's so much to do there. That they have um, I think, a shop and so forth where you can get things aligned to the tree. I have a photo of the tree uh, in my bedroom, and I love it. I love it. Um, the oak tree, and it stands for a lot of things. Okay, I'm going to take a break for a minute, and when we come back, we'll talk on. Well, welcome back. Eddie Mitchell here, the magic of South Carolina. I was just talking to someone about what I should be speaking to you all about, and they said perhaps give them some background on yourself, and I thought that's not a bad idea. Um, I was brought up in South London, and I loved that area. Penge, Anley, Beckenham, Crystal Palace was a good area, and I lived opposite the Crystal Palace grounds, which were several thousand acres, um, and had all sorts of things in there. Animals from past, prehistoric animals, current animals. They had a zoo there. They had a lake where you could row boats. And I used to do that regularly. I used to go and row people around, people who couldn't row. Some lady maybe uh, had a child and couldn't manage the boat. So I used to go and do that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, After I went to college, I found that I was really into geography and history. I really enjoyed both of those subjects, and English, of course. Um, and I've worked on the English, although it's not so good these days. I slip up now and again. Um, but the history and geography have stayed with me forever, and I thoroughly enjoy them. Um, I got a degree in both of them from Cambridge University, and have enjoyed, especially since I've been to the United States, learning more about the USA, learning more about what it takes to tick here, and what there's so much that goes on that people in the UK or Europe don't realise. They have no idea um, about the problems and the pluses and um, that has made America America. Now, as you've heard me say many times, I'm not politically orientated towards any of this stuff, and I'm not going to start. But there's a lot of good people here. One of the things I like about America is that it gives people a chance to grow. I really believe that. I've been fortunate enough to do a lot of things that maybe I couldn't have done in Britain. Um, One of them, although I could write there, and I did, and of course I did TV and radio a lot. Um, Here, I believe I have a license to do all this and more. I love writing. I love doing TV. I love radio. I particularly love radio. And if I can enhance my stories through the radio, I will. Um, it's a great outlet for things. It really is. Um, when I was a young kid, I used to listen to the radio. It was a little green radio, and it was in a cabinet in my living room, in our living room. And I used to sit on the floor and twiddle the knobs and listen to the home service. Or I think it was, excuse me, it was the home service, and I think the BBC. I think it was the third program. Anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. But I used to love listening to those, and we didn't have television until about 10 years into my life. And then we got a TV, and it had doors on it. Um, and it was a nice piece of furniture. It really was. Um, I loved it. We used to sit and watch that. It wasn't as it is today, 24-hour television, anything but it was good. And I used to watch the weather, the news at 7 o'clock, and the weather at 7:25. And then I had to go to bed when I was a kid. My parents didn't let me stay up any longer than that. But this was all part of my journey, doing things that I love to do. And when I went to college, it really opened my eyes to what I could bring into this world. Of course, I was playing soccer, and I playing cricket, and I captained both the soccer and cricket teams. I was an excellent runner, thank goodness. Um, and plus, I could play darts and billiards and all these sports that I loved. I just loved them. My father taught me the darts and the billiards, and I played it as much as I could. And so did my brother. He was pretty good. So growing up, I got a very, very, very good education. Um, my parents both spoke very well. We didn't have any, as they would say, Cockney or whatever language that you might think of a Londoner. Um, we all spoke very well, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing things like that. When I came to the USA in '82 or '3, I think it was, I can't remember now, that the TV companies wanted me and the radio wanted me because of my speech. Um, and I'm grateful. They all gave me an excellent chance. I did so many shows. Some of them were really good. Others were okay. I mean, it was a good time in my life. I haven't done official radio shows for probably a good few years now, um, but I've been always enjoyed doing them. Uh, always enjoyed doing TV, and I can't tell you how much pleasure it gives me to tell people how their lives can be. I've had a wonderful life. I played professional sports. I've raced bikes internationally. I've done very well at running. At college, uh, I came second in the mile, which wasn't bad. Guy who won it was very good. Blackheath Harry, I can't remember his name, but he beat me in the home straight, and nothing I could do about it. But hey, I competed. I beat a field of good runners, um, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. That was Ladywell Park that they had those college championships, and I just enjoyed it so much. And then, I did play soccer, um, did very well at that. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Never quite made it. I didn't make it internationally, although I thought maybe I could have done, but I didn't. And I didn't make it into the top echelon of players. Um, the people I mentioned yesterday, Georgie Best and people like him who were brilliant. I wasn't at that level, but not, not too far behind, I think. And I had my moments, um, and really enjoyed my sport, particularly soccer at various times. Certainly when I came to the USA, played at a good level. Um, was in Played in Atlanta for the Atlanta team indoors, um, and just had a great time. And I met some good people. Mike Balsam, who unfortunately is no longer with us, and the indoor centre in Atlanta. And what a man he was! Former Exeter City player, and I loved Mike. He was a really, really good fella and a good player. And Mike, um, I'm trying to think of his name now, Mike Morgan, um, who'd been at Manchester City, I believe. And Mike owned a travel agency in Atlanta, and he was a good player. I enjoyed playing with Mike. So a lot of good people out there, and on on the way here, they help me and I help them. And I think that's the big message that I want to get across to people. Help people, help your neighbours, help whoever, some young people. If you're in a church and there's some kids there, help them, whatever they need. You know, help run a class there, maybe. You can't do enough for people. And even just one little thing a week is going to make a big difference to their lives. A big difference. Can't imagine what it's like if you've got nothing in this world, and some people don't have anything, and yet they're quite happy, and they should be, because that's the way to be. Be happy. Don't let all this garbage go on around you, or let it go on around you, not with you. And one thing I learned a long time ago is you make your own situation. It's no good blaming other people. Oh, I don't have this and I don't have that. Oh, if so and so will buy me a car. Who cares? Go do it yourself. And although it may be a horrible situation you're in, think positively and think what it would be like if you could do these things and if you did do these things. So, if any of you listen to what I'm saying, and this is the word of experience. I've been there, I've done that, and some of the things weren't so good, maybe, but most of them were. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed my life. Really, really, really enjoyed it. I've met some fabulous people, fabulous. And I happen to live with one of the very best. Um, Also, I want to mention Tamika, who's our help in the home. She comes 5 days a week and makes my coffee and looks after me generally. And I love Tamika, and she's a great lady, a great lady. And lo and behold, she's back. Oh dear. There's people that are saying, "Oh, you have a black person in your house? That's disgusting." Well, believe me, the more black, yellow, green, purple, whatever colours that they are in my house, the happier I am. It's the way it should be. All right. Well, I've gone on a little bit today about all sorts of things. Um, One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about was the book publications. We're going to try and get these books out. Um, as I've told you before, I've got a whole host of them, and they're ready to go. And if you keep in touch on with me, and remember London Man 11, LONDONMAN 11 at AOL.com. I'll keep you up to date with the publication of them and when they're available. And as I say, we've got 2 books out at the moment, and there's more to come. There's plenty, at least 20 more books to come. So you can look at those and think, hey, this is how this guy lived his life. And maybe I can learn something from it. Maybe I can, I'm going to say steal, but that's the wrong word. Maybe I can pinch maybe some of the things that he says and use them myself. I'm always thinking. all the time, especially when I go to bed at night. I lay there thinking about what I can do next, on maybe on this show, maybe it's something new I've thought about. I- I'm always thinking of stuff, and that's good. Now, maybe as I get older, I'm losing the touch, I think. But hey, I just hope that I can get across to you folks that how important it is to do things for people, do things for yourself, get out and enjoy yourself. Can't say it enough. Get out there and enjoy stuff, enjoy life. Don't just sit at home and feel sorry for yourself. That's not going to get you anywhere, believe me. But if you get out, enjoy yourself, and meet people, and do things, and go to one of the homes, um, and talk to the people there. Do something, and I just hope that we can get enough people up off their rear ends doing that. And I think hope we get enough people reading the books, and also uh, joining in on the special ones club. That is so important. The special ones, and they are special ones. Believe me, these people have gone through their lives with some handicap, and I've known a lot of them. Believe me, and I've known a lot of them who fought through that and have a good life. One young man who became very close to me, and in fact still emails me. Um, he had some mental problems. Didn't stop him. He played soccer at a good level, very good level, and went out into the world and started to get across what he was trying to do. And so it's possible. It doesn't matter that you've got a handicap. It doesn't. You know, the older I get and the less things I can do, I realise that hey, you can do stuff. I'm just waiting at the moment on my wheelchair, and it's like a throne. This one, this wheelchair. Um, in fact, I thought I'd start calling myself King Edward or something, or King Eddie. Um, no, it's a beautiful chair, and I'll have it very shortly, and I'll be able to get out with it and do things. At the moment, I just have my walker, um, and transportation as it is, and just I try to get out and do things. I talk to people, and whatever it is that it takes to do this, do it. Do it. Enjoy yourselves. Don't just sit at home and feel sorry for yourself. All right, I think that's enough of my rambling for a day. I'll be with you shortly, and I'll say have a great day, and I'll enjoy meeting you next time.